Louisiana police say a gunman was targeting his own family when he opened fire over the weekend, killing 8 children. Authorities say the suspect killed 7 of his own children and one of their cousins, ranging from 3 to 11 years old. 2 women were also shot, including the gunman's wife, but they're expected to survive. At a press conference today, the Shreveport City Council chair had a direct message.
Domestic violence is nobody's joke. It is real, and these are the residual effects of what happens if we're not paying attention.
CBS News correspondent Jason Allen joins us now from Shreveport. Obviously, this is a horrific story. I know you've been reporting on it all day, but how do these events unfold with police ultimately shooting and killing the gunman?
Yeah, Lindsay, we've been out here. The memorial kind of been building in front of the house continues to be very busy here in the neighborhood with people wanting to come see this scene and drop off cars, memorabilia, talk family. All the children were killed here at this house, but this is not where the shooting started. It was actually about a block or so away. That is where Elkins shot the mother of at least 3 of his children in the face. He told her at the time that her children were already dead. They weren't, because then he came here to this house. This is where he shot all 8 of those children, shot his wife. There was another woman and another girl who got away. Elkins, after that, went down to the corner, carjacked someone, led police on a chase to neighboring Bosher City. That's where he got out of the car and police shot and killed him. Just an overwhelming sequence of events. And just here in the last hour or so, I talked to the father of the one child that was not Elkins' child, a 10-year-old boy. Here's what the father had to tell me.
I'm never going to get to play football with him again. I'm never going to get to hear him say, "Daddy, can I get this bag of chips?" I'm never going to get to hear my nieces say, "Guncle, can I get a nana? Guncle, you going to work? Guncle, are you okay?" I'm never going to hear that again.
Troy Brown's wife and daughter were the 2 who escaped. They were injured jumping off the roof to get away. They're being treated at the hospital, and they are expected to survive their injuries.
What motive have authorities come up with?
I think you muted.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what happened. What's your thoughts on this one, guys?
Like in the chat somebody said it's very sad. That's yes. It is so unfortunate.
So when I read an article, they said that there were some warning signs being displayed.
Wow.
And there's other cases like this where they talk about warning signs being displayed. What are these warning signs, and when we do see them, what do we do?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to figure out what the argument was with the initial, when it started.
They were going to go through a divorce, and I think he threatened his wife and said, "If you go ahead with this, then I'm going to kill you." And he definitely threatened her. And he was in the Army National Guard.
Oh, wow.
Was previously treated. And I think he was talking to somebody about wanting to go back and get treatment.
Like mental health treatment?
Yeah. According to the article I read this morning, anyway.
Wow. I didn't even get into that. Take out your whole family? Whew.
That's crazy.
That's terrible.
What's your reaction on this, Brandon?
I can't even play devil's advocate. I can't even imagine harming any one of my own children, let alone 7, 8 of them. So, I'm really, really, truly sorry for the loss of life. And people out there, if you feel like you're in need, go for the help. Don't just talk about it. There's somebody out there for everybody, whether it's family, a professional, whoever. Seek help so that you don't hurt others.
Absolutely.
Or yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could never understand that. But
for you to hurt your kids, the thing is, okay, after he unalived the first 3, he drove to another spot. He had enough time to think and be like, "What am I doing?" And he gets there and goes through with it.
And that still didn't kick in. That didn't kick in.
This is like beyond mental health.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like the last thing you ever think as a parent is unaliving your child.
Yep.
That's like, I'll let my child unalive me before I had to do it to them. it goes that deep, and to do what, 8 of them?
Yeah.
It's I couldn't imagine. I can't imagine.
That sound like financial too. That sound like
Yeah,
financial.
but what does the kids have to do with any of it?
Because you gotta look. I'm not saying I don't agree with it at all.
After he dropped the mom and that's life in prison right there. He ain't got to take care of them. He could have not even gone back to the house.
Yeah.
Like that, to me, that was just, oh man, that's wrong.
Yeah, and the cousins, the little cousin, is this like?
Yeah, one of them was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of those stuff, my wife would be able to answer a lot of these questions, but oh man.
Yeah, no, it's a crime of proximity. Whoever's nearby, they're gonna catch it.
Okay. Yeah. So
because I seen I was at workplace. I was at this one workplace, and the dude sit right next to me. Yo, I guess his wife was cheating or his girlfriend was cheating, and homeboy 21 stabs. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Kids were there.
Crime of passion.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Dude was only like 24, 23. Just came from Jamaica. And I seen the next one last year. It's like, I'm like, a lot of these people, well, what was this guy? He was American. This one is the most deadliest unalived in American history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wiped out a whole family.
Yeah.
His whole family.
His own.
That's what's so crazy about it. Like,
and that's what makes it dangerous because because of that situation.
So somebody that would do that, what would they not do?
Exactly.
You can't put nothing past them.
Absolutely.
Man.
And now this is happening, but unfortunately, it sets the precedent for more situations like this.
Yep.
Because when these things start happening, all of a sudden you keep seeing the
There's no way they could make this copycat. There's no.
It got people out there. You got people out there that sees that.
Wrong. People, this is wrong.
It's wrong, but it's a lot of Looney Tunes. People are going Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
The mental health crisis is real. It's really bad.
And I think it even goes beyond that. Like I was saying, I think there's like a shift. I don't really talk about this a lot of people because I don't want people like, oh my gosh, but I honestly don't care at this point. I do believe there is a shift in the human species. I don't know how to put it in words exactly, but I do think we are becoming more like, I want to say caveman like, but just we're losing. Yes, exactly, Toya. We're losing like interest in one another.
We don't know what it means to not be cold-blooded.
Yeah, it's like we're just losing it, the humanity part.
I agree to a certain extent, right? I don't disagree at all.
And
this is where once you start looking at America, the older you get, you start to see America's a wonderful place, right? And you live amongst people that's going through stuff, and these are some of the reasons, like my grandmother and stuff that used to always say, you say hi to people, you always are welcoming, because these are some of the things that could kind of deter some events. Because when I seen this, right, let me tell y'all a quick story, right? One time, I ain't gonna say no name, but this is a real thing. I had this kid got home, about to walk past. I'm like, "What up?" He's like, "What's up?" But in his eyes, I could see his eyes, man. His eyes was red, man. He hear me, but his eyes was locked in. Homeboy was strapped up with 2 blicky, and he was about to take out his stepfather.
Oh.
You know what I'm trying to say? And I remember going upstairs, and there's like, Winston, blah, 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 got the, you know what I'm saying? Go get it from him. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? But, once you hear that situation, it's like, you just got to react. You know what I'm saying? I went down, I talked to him or whatever, and he left. You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy though. It was crazy because it's like, yo, if I ain't do something, yo, that would have been on the news. You know what I'm saying? But stuff like that, you know, it's like I always say, man, that here, I think you should greet people. You should say hi because America, we don't know our neighbors.
Right.
You don't know your neighbors. You could have people right next to you, and that's one of the things people love America and don't like about America, because you could live amongst killers and don't even know it. You know,
they don't talk to each other.
Yeah, you don't talk. So you lose that pride, you lose that bond, that neighborhood. That, you know what I'm saying. People are lonely. You got a lot of people out here that's lonely.
Yeah, very much.
Because that's the next thing that's on the rise out here. It got so much. This built into so much other trending topics as loneliness. They got lonely scams where people are scamming the hell out of men and women that are lonely, that got money.
You know and some of them know they're getting scammed and they still go through it. Yeah, we watched a couple of those episodes. I think they kept getting scammed and they knew, and they still was going through with it because the way they made them feel.
Because they're that lonely.
Yeah, that says a lot. That says a lot about humanity to me.
These scammers are creative.
Very much so.
They're smart. They're smart.
But it's true though. You really don't know what people going through. You got some people who think about ending it all. Sometimes it just takes that high to be like, you know what, I feel seen, I'm not gonna do it. Or the people who really are going through anger, like 12 said, and is being heard. That's enough for them.
Yeah,
it's a crazy world though. Reach out to your neighbors.
Definitely.